Well, hello everyone. I'm sure most of you are wondering what the heck is this? This is, well, and I like straight up. This is a game from when I was a kid, and I don't know if I will still enjoy it. Um, I loved the crap out of this game way back then. And also, interestingly enough, this game was made by probably not the people that made Fortnite, but the same, company at least. Um, they've been around for a very long time. I had no idea that this game was made by Epic Games at all. Um, so that just tells you how long this game's been around. But this is XARGON. Back in the day, funny that we're doing it now. But back in the day, when games came out, you didn't buy a game. You would find games on share that they were called shareware discs. Basically, they would come in packs of 100 games, where somebody would you'd spend $10 on 100 games, and they were all like this, where they were split into separate acts. And when you bought the disc, you got the first act of the game. And then, you could go into the order info, and you could order, the other copies, the other, there we go. You could order the other, games and stuff, Three versions of XARGON are Beyond Reality, The Secret Chamber, and XARGON's Fury. And yeah, the first one, Beyond Reality, was shareware, so that people could get it. And then you could order the game, the whole thing. You could order the full game by calling this number. I wonder if that's even still around or not. I'm not gonna try to find out. But you could order directly from, I guess, the UK office is what that one's mentioning. I don't know if it has, because that's the international orders. Australia, there you go. Could go order it to Australia. Wow, look at this. France, Germany. 2 places that you could buy this in Germany. Holland, Netherlands. Wow. I don't know if the Netherlands were called Netherland at some point or what, but that's amazing to see that. So come join the Epic Mega Games team. We're looking for a few good programmers and artists who have the talent and inspiration to create the next generation of games. Perhaps you have experience in coding great games and graphics in C and assembly. Also, skills in game design are a big plus. Artists should be familiar with real-world art as well as computer art and animation. Creating art for games requires a wide range of artistic talents in drawing, shading, and animation. You can join the Epic team by sending in your application to, what is that, Maryland? Epic Mega Games. Now press the escape key and try XARGON. But yeah, so you could order this for like $30. And then you got all 3 of these. You got like a hint book and some other stuff. I was only ever able to play this. This is that old music, man. Let me turn that down just a little bit more. Hopefully it's not too low now. XARGON. This was when games had to include a, like, story section. This is the story of Melvinius Haversham, trapped in a fantastic world of bizarre creatures and landscapes, permeated by evil, ruled by the one known as XARGON. Melvinius' adventures began on the completely normal planet of Earth, in the completely real forests of Madagascar, during an entirely ordinary research trip to explore the ruins of a newly discovered people called the Blue Builders. It's a bright, hot day in the forest. Sounds of insects wash through the air, and the calls of exotic birds and unseen animals can be heard echoing through the trees. Mr. Haversham is an archaeologist. He travels to distant parts of the world to study the lives and behaviors of ancient peoples. The Blue Builders are named by their discoverers because they constructed a number of blue-colored structures where significance is yet to be understood. Whose significance is yet to be understood? Only the loudest shrieks of the loudest birds penetrate the silence of this ancient place. Deep inside one of the more interesting blue structures, Melvinius studies the minute inscriptions etched into the stone wall, what he believes to be some sort of burial marker. His figure is lit by the cool blue light of a single electric lantern. High above and around him, immense stone heads loom ominously with the faces of half-real and half-imaginary monsters. Faces are turned towards the large blue structure and appear to be studying Haversham's small, quiet work. Haversham scratches at the tiny symbols in the wall, trying to clear the mold and dust so that he may see them better. He is so involved in his work that he doesn't notice when a shift of his weight causes the long, thin slab of stone on which he stands to rock almost imperceptibly to a new position. As he strains to make out the characters, he scribbles his translation into a small brown notebook, occasionally stopping to refer to a larger black notebook with the fruits of earlier research. Thin green gas begins seeping from thousands of tiny holes in the stone around the large diamond-shaped area covered with the symbols Haversham studies. It slowly fills the enclosed room, so slowly that no ordinary person would detect it. Haversham soon becomes hot, and he finds it difficult to focus on the symbols. I need a rest, he thinks to himself. He turns and sits against the stone wall, trying to clear his head of a strange buzzing sound that seems to have begun there. As he leans back, looking up at the nightmarish faces lit from below. By his tiny, bright light, he notices that the faces seem to be moving and shifting very slowly. The faces seem to be melting together. His head begins to feel heavy as he starts to lose touch with reality. Small lights appear in the air before him. The last thing Haversham sees is what appears to be the face of a great brown eagle coming towards him. Melvinius has just been taken to another world by the Blue Builders. What force is behind this? And where is Melvinius Haversham now? Prepare to embark on an unforgettable journey. So yeah, that's the story of the game. And you literally just start with nothing. Like, just straight up, it's like, oh, wow. I guess this is it. This is the game now. Use the arrow keys to scroll. I don't know what has happened to me. I'm in a place like none I've ever seen before. I remember taking notes at the stone wall. Then I began to feel dizzy. I remember sitting down to rest. After that, it's all a blur. I need to find out where I am and what's happened to me. Perhaps I'm dreaming. Melvinius begins his journey in this bizarre world. Okay, space is shoot. Control is jump. Ah! R.I.P. Melvinius. Got an extra laser bullet. Collect fruit to earn extra health. You will receive 1 health bar for every 16 fruits you find. I did not even see that guy. So this game, also, holy crap, the input lag. Like, the input lag is real, man. This game was one of many that I played as a kid. Actually, the same developer, I'm pretty sure. During the course of the game, you'll come across treasure chests, gift wrapped boxes, and special mystery boxes. Examine the contents of any of them by shooting them. Caution, some of the boxes contain nitroglycerin and will burst into flames if you shoot them. Hearts give you health. Press up arrow key to read the thing. Laser bullets can be controlled after you fire them. Press the up arrow key to move the bullet up, down arrow key to move the bullet down. Really? Oh yeah. That's interesting. The emeralds are very valuable and can be used to buy needed items. To access a menu of choices, simply press the letter B. Health unit, extra laser, rapid fire, 1 fireball, 5 fireballs, and even invincibility. Too late to turn back. Bang! So yeah, I have 4 laser bullets. Or I have 2 laser bullets. Which means I can shoot 2 lasers at a time. But as soon as one leaves the screen, I can shoot another. Oops, I knew that. That's what I went up there for. Now, I will say, having played modern games, it's very annoying that the character is not in the middle of the screen. It's definitely very annoying that the character can get so far off. But, tis again an old game. Modern video game design was not a thing back then, so... I picked up something that gave me 25 points. Ooh, that input lag. Lavinius returns to the safety of the map level. Power objects. I'm back to having one laser bullet. I think stuff like your lasers and such reset every level. Game can only be saved when you're on the map level. Now would be a good time to save the game. Press the S button. Seems like a good time to save. Can't understand this place. I find it hard to believe it's even real. It must be a dream. Maybe if I am dreaming or in a coma, what if I'm dead? Vegetation and animals are bizarre, like something out of a fantasy. So I'd record what's happening to me here in my notebook. If nothing else, it'll make for interesting research when and if I wake up. But yeah, so as I realized I never finished my train of thought from the beginning. Like nowadays, games are being released again in this like episodic format. But like back then, that's just how games were. And it's really interesting to me that like, first off, games are being released in episodic format again. But it's also really interesting to me that, like, it's treated as a new thing. Because, like, that used to just be how you, like, bought games. Like, back in the day. You know? So it's interesting to me that now that it's being treated as if it's like this revolutionary new idea, like, oh, you know, we can make more money and like finance, you know, the game better if we like release it in this like episodic format. And it's like, that's how games were released back in the day, like regularly, like Duke Nukem, Major Striker, you know, just to name a couple of games, like the big names back then, you know, Duke Nukem and whoa, well that didn't help. Oh my gosh, that input lag though. Good gravy. So you don't have lives in this game, as far as I'm aware. Instead, you just start over from the beginning of the level, which I feel like was pretty revolutionary at the time. Because, you know, games were usually really, you know, games usually you had lives back then. You know, that was the way that they made you, you know, you had to play longer because you would die, and then, oh no, you're out of lives. But like, this game just doesn't do that, you know? So boing. Let's find the key to the door first. I mean, the 5 laser bullets is nice. Definitely, like, as you go, right? More is, like, revealed and, like, loaded in kind of thing. It's real interesting. Ugh. I'm about to die again. So like when you start going back over some of the areas, there's like less like lag, which is real interesting. This guy wasn't here before. Or is this not... No, this is not the beginning of the level. This is... Like, it sort of is, but it isn't. Yeah, I think Epic Games made both this and Jill of the Jungle, which were literally just the same, like, game engine. You know, the same kind of, like, run around, shoot enemies with, you know, a laser, basically. I don't think it was an actual laser in Jill, but like this style of like having the levels and things like that was how Jill was ran. Been here nearly 3 days now. Surely if this were a dream, I would have awoken by now. I've had several close calls. The strange green creatures nearly had me a couple of times. I'm going to assume this is real until I have reason to believe otherwise, or else I may really be dead soon. In order to finish this game, you must find the 3 power objects. It is believed that the saber of King Arkul is nearby. A robot development plant. So this is one of the really interesting things about XARGON, though, is it's a fantasy game, sort of. Like, it's a fantasy game, but there's definitely an element of, you know, like technology and such, right? XARGON! That's what I was thinking. Quick. That input lag, man. That input lag is real. Game is known to be highly addictive. Epic Meg games cannot be held responsible for any of the following: sore wrists, anxiety attacks, blurred vision, or loss of sleep. Warning, if you experience any of the above mentioned symptoms, you should immediately pick up the phone and give us a call at this number. Ask for your own personal copy of volumes 2 and 3 of XARGON. Nice! I just died. Nice. Also, I'm gonna be honest and say, like, this actually is easier than I expected it to be. I kind of expected to, like, load it up and, like, start dying immediately. Like, massively dying. Not just, like, you know, a little dying. But, like, I expected, like, severe, like, death. In, like, you know, I figured that we would be on the first level for, like, half an hour kind of thing. The fact that we're on, the third level? Like, I'm legitimately surprised that we're, like, this, you know, and also, it's not a long game. So, boom. Grab that heart. But yeah, like, I figured I'd be, like, dying a lot on the, like, just the first level. 2 ways to get off of the moving platform. Jump or hold the down key. Then press Control or Alt. Basically, either hit the jump button and down, or hit the jump button and don't push down. Okay, this is more the difficulty I was kind of expecting for like the first level. Just cause like I've picked up some of those old, like some of the older games that I used to play as a kid. And I've been like, oh, these are like actually like legitimately like difficult. Like super difficult kind of thing. And so I kind of figured this would end up being like super difficult. I mean, it hasn't been easy, but still. Hello. Haven't played this since the 90s? Yeah. Yep. Back when Epic was still known as Epic Mega Games. Now they're just Epic Games. They used to be called Epic Mega Games. I suspect at this point that the majority of the people working at Epic have probably changed. So I highly doubt that any of the people that work on this are like currently still working there. But it is still kind of funny to think, you know, this is Epic. The people that made Fortnite, you know. Like, people forget they used to, you know, people forget that they made games way back when. I mean, you're definitely older than I am, but not by too much. Only by a couple of years. So I wouldn't say you're old, because then I would have to say that I'm old. But you're older than I am. But I mean, you know, that's that, so. I think this door leads back to the beginning, and I don't want to do that. Or maybe it's this door that leads back to the beginning. Oh. I don't actually know. Use a key to open gate on map. Let me go through this door. Never paying for ad-free here. It's certainly not great. You have the Saber of King Arkul. Cool. It's a good thing I went through there, because otherwise it would have, like, not going through there would have actually been bad. Because I needed that. I saw it. Why? Start over. Well, at least now we know what we're doing. Freaking spikes right at the end, man. That's like the worst thing, though, is that because this is all like level based and there's no like lives, you can't just like start from where you were. You know? Or you can't just go back to where I was. Now I have to do the entire level completely over again. But luckily the levels aren't like massive. But yeah, I mean, these were the days of like Commander Keen and like Doom. Actually, Doom was released in a very similar way. The original Doom, Doom 1. They released the Doom 1.666 as shareware, which was the first, Knee Deep in the Dead, I believe is the name of it. And then after that, you went out and had to buy the freaking the other two until, Ultimate Doom, and then you had to buy 3. Again, I'm wasting my fireballs. I think I just used up the last fireball. I did. Good. Glad to see that. Glad to see that I accidentally wasted the last of my fireballs. The go back sign. Yeah. Well, I mean, XARGON doesn't want you to keep going, Sword of King Arkul. I don't need those hearts, so I'm not even gonna bother killing that guy. Like, the only reason to go that way was to kill that one dude. Yes, it's more score, but I don't need it. But yeah, no, this was one of, like, the games back then, This was a really fun game. Hey, look, it's the Epic logo. Just sitting there for no reason. Secret area hidden on this level. Hi. I keep spamming the shoot button for no reason. It's like it doesn't do anything. That input lag though, good gravy. Can you believe, like, we used to play games in this way? Like, this level of input lag was just, like, acceptable back then. Like, this was just considered good gameplay. Can I, like, grab something? I don't seem to be able to make that jump. Ugh! 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 Ah, dead. Game built-in settings, yeah. Nowadays, freaking games, you run like a secondary program just for the settings. Here it was like, you just open the options menu. There are some things about old games that I really like. I get disappointed that they don't exist anymore. Yeah, we got up there. Just cause like, there were some things back then that like, they had the ideas, you know? It was like, no, this is like, maybe not particularly this, but it was like, actually, you know, this thing that this, you know, the A game did back then was like actually really intelligent. But then, like, that's not how games are made anymore. You know, some of those things are not how they're made, how games are even made anymore. And it's really disappointing. Right? Yeah, making music for games especially was just not something that people did. You know? Like, video game music, you know, nowadays, if a game doesn't have music, people are like, what the heck? You know, like, that's weird. But, like, back then, a video game having music was, like, unique. Oh, fuck. Okay. That hurt. That one, so, good to know. That one explodes. Music maker since your mid-teens. Cool, cool. Ah! Frick! Okay. You freaking yuts. Get up there, freaking Melvin. Whee! There we go. Back in the day where, like, collecting items to increase your score was, like, the thing to do in video games. What was a video game if there wasn't something to collect? You know? Also, what was a video game back then if there wasn't bright flashing lights in your eyes? That could unfortunately give you seizures. Because people didn't know about that back then. So there's a lot of games that have... I mean, even nowadays, as dumb as it is, there's still a lot of games that have, like, ridiculous amounts of flashing lights. And just like, how? Like, how is it that we are a society that knows and understands that flashing lights are bad for our health and can, like, legitimately hurt and even, like, kill people, and yet we still decide that games have to have them? Oh, heck yeah, invincibility. Like, and not to, like, harp on Square Enix or anything. I'm sure that the majority of the issues in the Nier raids came from whoever the Nier developers are. But, like, I don't know. Like I said, we live in a world where we realize, like, you know, nice. When your brother got married, you played 2 of your own pieces that evening. That's cool. But like we live in a world where we know about, visual epilepsy, right? And yet, like, people are just like, oh, well, our game just has flashing lights, so you just have to deal with it. It's like, no! Like, just don't do it! It's not hard! Last night I was quite restless and didn't get much sleep. During the short time that I did sleep, I had a strange dream about a very large talking eagle. When he spoke, I sensed an urgency in his voice. It's as if he were warning me about some danger. Probably just imagining things. I'll be glad to get home. MH. Entered into the corridors of doom. Fun little, puzzle. Whoop. I was reading the chat, and as I'm watching the chat, I saw that monster. So... That's really cool. I'm glad that you got to do something really awesome like that. Ow, freaking boulders. Oh, okay. See, I'm looking over at chat because there's actually, like, somebody here for once. And that's, like, getting me killed. Not that that's a bad thing, mind. That somebody's here. It's just, I'm looking over at the freaking chat because there's somebody here, and then I freaking get a boulder to the face. Hey, that was good. There was no dodging that. Nothing I did would have let me dodge that. Boy, these boulders are not great as a weapon. The Z-Box shoes help you jump higher. There's a key over here. Oh, I can't get to it yet. I was like, why don't I grab that and then kill this dude? But I can't kill that because... I need to... Oh man, that input lag. Like... Like, I kid you not, like, and people are gonna be like, you know, it's not that bad, but like, it actually is. Also, just randomly, I'm now a bumblebee, just saying. And I'm back to shooting lasers, because I ran out of boulders. Don't worry, be happy. Wow. Also, look at how, like... And I should note, right? And maybe this is why I don't care about, like, when frames get, like, sluggish nowadays. Like, look at how slow this game is running. Like, and I realize that some of that is that DOSBox is emulating... you know, a computer running at 3,000 cycles. And so, like, this, you know, this was the way that computers were before then, you know. They moved slow, they ran slow, etc. But, like, just look at, like, when I fly up, look at how much it, like, slows the whole game down. And, like, maybe this is why I just don't care. You know, people will say, like, oh, this game, you know, it sucks that it went from 60 frames a second down to 30. And I'm like, bitch, freaking... I used to play games at 20 frames a second... Not only at 20 FPS, as you can see, but they regularly would dip down into freaking like 5 or 10 frames a second. And that was considered good game design. Like, you're gonna tell me that you're gonna complain about my game went from 60 FPS to 30 FPS, which is hardly even noticeable. Like, really? Like, you're really gonna complain, you know? Like, nah. If my game goes from 60 to 30... First off, I'm not even noticing that. To begin with. Like, I legitimately will not notice that it dips down to just freaking 30 frames a second. And I know that there's going to be people that will respond and be like, you would notice. It's very obvious. It's not. Like, you do not realize how bad my eyesight is. Even with glasses, like, you do not realize how bad my eyesight is. You know? Like, I legitimately cannot notice a difference between 60 frames and 30 frames. And, like, anything higher than 60 frames is just literally pointless. So, like, I'll be watching a YouTuber or something, and they'll be like, the game just went down to, like, 30 frames a second, and I'm like, so what? Are you telling me that 30 frames a second isn't still playable? Like, what do you need for a game to be playable? Like, I'm literally, literally playing this entire game at, 15 to 20 FPS. And then also I'm not picking up that boulder because that was obnoxious. But then, like, it's regularly dipping below that. Like, seriously, I don't care. I legitimately do not care if a game goes from freaking 30 down to 60. It's the exact same to me. Like, I might... Oops, I picked up the rock. I might notice a little bit. See, now I want to... now I almost want to go back and get the other rock. Because the rock replaces my laser. And if I went back and got the other rock, I could now have 2 rocks to throw. I mean, I do need to go back anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and go backwards. Because, like, I think there was a gate key back here that I missed. I don't immediately remember. I love that, like, your feet flash because you have the Zebok shoes. It's great. Like, it's just little things like that that I just think are so fun. Ow. I knew that was going to do that to me, and I still walked into it. Yeah, now I can throw 2 rocks. Because again, the rocks completely replaced my freaking laser, so... There we go. So if I'm gonna have if I'm not gonna have a laser, I might as well switch back to the rock. Maybe there wasn't a gate key. Or maybe I picked it up already? Whoa! Okay! Look at that lag! Oh, those frames. Again, this was good game design. Like, this was legitimately considered cutting edge and, like, really well done back then. and again, maybe it's just, maybe I'm just a boomer or something, but I just cannot understand looking at a game and watching it go from 60 to 30 and being like, ugh, it's unplayable. Simply because of, like, this. Like, legitimately because of, like, stuff like this was my childhood. And again, I'm sure that I'm being, boomer or whatever, because, I mean, look, I'm in my 30s. Like, gaming as a whole has been around for so stupidly long, it's not even funny at this point. What? 40, 50 years now? Because, like, I mean, you had, like, Atari back in, like, the 70s, right? Look at that. The rock just disappears when it goes off the screen. So even though I should have been hitting that guy, because the rock was going below, you know, the screen was going below where the rock was. The rock was just vanishing. That was hilarious. Man, I forgot all about these, like, quirks of these really old games like this. Ugh. Oh, I can't hurt this guy, it seems. Nope. Not in the slightest. Okay. Yeah, get that PC. Or maybe it's an Amiga. Oh. It's not the jump button. Find the gate key before you leave. Oh. Oh, right into the lava. I knew I needed a gate key before I left the level. Also, I don't have the boots right now. So my jump is very bad. I need to go get those boots before I continue the level. There we go. Got that rock. Oh, more fireballs. Right. The sad part is that I do, like, understand that as I get older, I am becoming more, I don't know what the proper term is, but, like, I am becoming more like, I don't understand, you know, insert thing that the kids are into nowadays, you know? Like, as I become older, I realize, like, why, you know, your fat, you know, your parents are always like, I just don't get, you know, the things. As like, yeah, no, I'm starting to get that. You know? Being in my 30s, I'm starting to, like, get that. Collect epic pool balls in order for bonus. Not in order to get a bonus, in order for bonus. Because that's definitely the proper English. Like, look, I understand there was the limited dialogue box down there. It's still really funny to look at stuff, you know, from way back then. Also, I keep forgetting that jumping between vines is actually just pushing the left and right button. There we go. I'm like, how did I do this? I could not, like, make that jump somehow. Like, I was trying, but I could not make that jump no matter what. At first. But, I mean, I did manage it. It was just, I don't know what I did differently when I did make the jump. So... Oh, why did I... As soon as I saw that that didn't go anywhere, I should just drop straight down. I have to do that all over again, man. Also, I just love spiders going, ooh! I just love the concept of spiders going, ooh! That's just how video games were back then. You had a sound effect for damage, and you used it for everything. Like, this gives me... I don't know if nostalgia is the right word, but it definitely gives me, like, memories of, you know, back in the day, doing all of this. Playing these games. I ran out of boulders. Or, not boulders, but fireballs. Meanwhile, these rocks can basically just go for as long as you can. Ooh, I hit the freaking spikes up there. But, like, it's just crazy to me, you know? Like, here I am just having a good time, just playing freaking XARGON. But, like, if a modern day person, you know, a kid, were to try to play this nowadays, they wouldn't even be able to handle the fact that it runs at less than, like, 20 FPS. And it just boggles my mind, just the sheer difference in how games are, like, played and designed nowadays. And what is considered, like, good in, like, games and what's considered bad. Like, this was, like I said, this was cutting edge technology. This was amazing. Special epic bonus, 4,000 points. Whoa, the lag. I don't know why it lagged so hard on the overworld. That was amazing. Keep sensing a kind of evil in the air. I often come upon places that simply feel cold or strike a deep dread into me. Some of these hideous beasts seem like they are the product of evil as well. So far, I've seen no sign of anything human or earthly. I seem to be truly lost here. Wonder if I'll ever see home again. Mysterious Corkscrew Cave. Ah! Like, I won't lie, if I could make a game like this, that, like, I would be excited. I know it wouldn't sell. I don't mean, like, you know, with the slowness and stuff. I just mean, you know, a game legitimately like this, you know? Like, platformer with just, you know, levels. You know, the story told through, you know, maybe not cutscenes, but just the... Ouch. This is most certainly Pathfinder Session 16. Did the stream info not update? Or was it the going live notification? Because I realized just now, for like, you know, for like notifications and emails, I didn't like change that. But like, I have the title different. Okay, so it is just a going live notification. Okay. Yeah, So I discovered the whole going live notification, you know, during, you know, Pathfinder, you know, a couple of days ago. First time I've ever, like, utilized it, and then I completely forgot. Learn that if you laugh and drink soda pop at the same time, it will come out of your nose, age 7. Learn the most important thing is not what others think of me, but what I think of me, age 38. I've learned that motel mattresses are better on the side away from the phone, age 50. I've learned that if you want to cheer yourself up, you should try cheering up someone else, age 13. Words of wisdom. Hey look, Epic Games. Once again, if you weren't here at the beginning, this is a game made by probably not the same devs as Fortnite, but the same company as Fortnite. Which is wild to think about. I don't know that I would say, you know, any of, you know, the dev, probably none of the devs are even still around, right? But, don't appear to be able to damage the snakes in the wall. But it's still, like, hilarious to me to think, like, yeah, this is the same people, you know? Like, same company. But then that's, like, it's also really funny to think that the people that made Mario also ran a love hotel at one point. You know, like, it's funny to me. Even if it's probably not the, you know, the exact same people, you know. Like, Nintendo did run a love hotel at one point. And they did produce such things as the Ultra Hand. Also, Nintendo got their start in, I think it was 1881, making Hanafuda cards. Yes, boulders scream when they take damage, apparently. What? That was amazing. I did not know this. First off, I didn't realize you could damage the boulders. I didn't realize they were counted as enemies. I figured they were just, like, environmental hazard. Ow. But, like, that I attacked it and it went, ow, 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 ow. I'm like, oh, apparently I'm doing damage. And they're screaming in pain. That's amazing. The poor Goron. Right? It's so true, though. It very well could be. Well, that was a useless path. I have the feeling that that's where the exit is, though. But yeah, no. Nintendo got their start by making Hanafuda cards back in the 1800s. And in, like, the 1950s, the Hanafuda card, like, business wasn't, like, keeping up anymore, kind of thing. And so they started to look into other things. Obviously, you know, of course, everybody knows the famous, you know, Nintendo was saved by a guy named Shigeru Miyamoto reprogramming Pac-Man into Donkey Kong. But, like, prior to that, they had so many other business ventures that they attempted to do. Like, they tried to make toys. You know, they made the Ultra Hand. But and it's really funny to think about that at one point, you know, and possibly in another timeline, the name Nintendo is not synonymous with video games, but is instead synonymous with love hotels. Like, it's amazing to think about that there could be a multiverse, that, like, in the multiverse, assuming that there is a multiverse, but, like, assuming there is a multiverse and there are other timelines and such, right? Like, there could be a timeline where Nintendo is just the name of, you know, a series of love hotels. And that's all they are. Like, they're not, they're nothing else, you know? That's just where they've made their money, kind of thing. Somewhere out there is a timeline where Nintendo never made video games. In fact, if you think about it, there's definitely, like, if the multiverse exists, there's even a timeline where video games don't exist. All because of the video game crash of 1973, you know? And that, I think, is even more wild to me. The idea that there could legitimately be a timeline where nobody even knows what a video game is. You know? Whenever you think, like, parallel dimensions or multiverses, it's always like, everything is basically the same. Just, you know, there's something that's just, like, slightly different. But I don't know if anybody ever thinks about, like, the thing that's different is that there are no video games. Ugh. I can't hit these freaking boulders. The problem with the rocks is that they go up. Oh my gosh. That is really rough. It really is. Because you get those two boulders there and they just destroy you if you can't, like, kill them. But then you can't kill them because you've got the freaking rocks. Like, I think about that sometimes, though. You know? The idea of, you know, what would the world be like if there was no D&D? What would the world be like if there was no video games? You know? What would life be like if there was no Fortnite? Probably not that much different. But you never know. What would the world be like if there was no Undertale? Oh. That's one to think. That's one to really think about. What if there had never been what if Undertale had never existed? Or had flopped? And of course, with such questions, you have to stop and think about, like, what would have caused Undertale to flop, you know? Maybe, you know, Toby Fox did a terrible job at coding. Or something, you know. I mean, I do understand that Undertale is generally considered to be really badly coded. But I mean, like, legitimately, you know? Like, it was, the game was, like, actually terrible, you know? Like, actually played terribly, you know? What would the world be like if Star Fox Adventures had become popular instead of considered to be one of, like, the black sheeps of the Star Fox series? Even though, I should note, my personal opinion is that Star Fox Adventures is one of the better Star Fox games. And I'm down to 1 health again. I was hoping maybe if I, like, looked down enough, I could, like, get the boulders to, like, move. Okay. The boulders are not here now. They're here instead! What would the world be like if Pokemon had never been successful? What would the world be like if Legend of Zelda hadn't been successful? Away! Oh my god. It's those... The problem is that it's literally those boulders in that one area that are legitimately killing me. Like, I killed one boulder, but I did not get to kill the other one. And so, it killed me. The rocks are neat, but they're also kind of a terrible, like, weapon for some of these enemies. But also, like, they're kind of necessary for the way that the level is actually designed. Ah! Like, I would not be able to kill these guys with the one laser that I have. The one laser bullet. Ah! Why? It's always something. There's always something that gets me down to 2 HP before I get to this area. And then it's the boulders that get me the rest of the way. Oh my gosh! Part of it right now, part of my issue right now is I'm trying to like rush. And that's not working out at all. And now we're, again, at 3 HP. Oh, but there's a little bit of HP there. Ah! Why? This game will not let me get here with any less, like with any more than 3 HP. Ha! Oh, what? Game was like, alright, you got past the boulders. Smack! Like, alright, you managed to deal with the boulders, I'll give you that one. And then just smacked me over the freaking face with another problem. But yeah, like, I can't aim down with the boulders at all. Don't know if I'm hitting anything. Definitely not hitting this boulder. Oh, the frames. So it wasn't even one of the 2 boulders either that killed me. Because freaking there actually are boulders down here. Got him. Oh my gosh. That was rough, man. So I have the first of the power objects. Chilly waters of the Coral Grave. I must be going crazy. It's a giant eagle, and he just spoke to me. Do not be afraid. It will not harm you. Been taken to this strange land against my will and a desire to get home. Can you help me on my journey? Yes, I can help you. To destroy XARGON's reactor, you must find the enchanted sky crystals. Take them to the Sea of Wishes and toss them in. Oh, I forgot all about this level. Games back then always had to have some kind of terrible submarine mechanic. It was like a rite of passage of being a video game. I didn't even see him there. And yes, everything basically is an enemy. Like, you know, even the fish are enemies. Normal everyday fish, and they are in fact... Oh, okay, that robot exploded. And then shot lasers at me. Like, eels? Definitely. Fish? 100%. Whatever this thing is, technically it's not an enemy, but it's like a mine. And that it, like, will deal damage. I like that you sink, that you, like, go upwards when you die there. Into the submersible underwater pod. S-U-P. Sup. Nice. I hadn't noticed that last time. It's called the Sup. And note that the submarine shoots both ways, but I can't shoot at all until both projectiles are gone. So even if I shoot and hit something on the left, I have to wait until the right is gone before I can do it. Ah, frick, pain. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Ooh. Love the sound effects, man. Don't mind me. Yes, even these red fish are an enemy. Even these little tiny red fish will deal damage to me. And I remember when I remember when games used to have, like, sound effects like this. Like, these were good sound effects back in the, back in these days. Discovered the enchanted sky crystals. I think that's the second power object. And it is. Ugh. Leave me alone, redfish. Oh my god, I'm right at the end of the level, please. Like, literally, there's the exit. Yeah! I made it! The eagle seems to be something very different from the rest of the creatures in this world. Not at all like those large red X's of crazy robots I keep seem to be making genuine progress now. However, there is a force of some kind acting to control this place. It's my belief that I will follow those machines, that if I follow those machines, they will lead me to it. That has got to be the only way out of here. By the way, we're like most of the way through this game at this point. At least this game. I say that because there is 2 more parts to the XARGON series. 2 more games in the XARGON series. Ah! Am I, like, dealing damage here? I don't think I'm actually dealing damage there. Yeah, even the rapid fire doesn't seem to be dealing damage. Methinks we don't want to go that way. I don't know why. I mean, it's definitely not the giant red lasers that are, you know, blocking the path or anything. Oh, frick. There were spikes, I guess. Doesn't seem to be something I can interact with. I think I need to go that way. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. That just disables... Oh, okay. Didn't know that that was something I could shoot. Don't know if that did anything. I'm already looking as far up as I can. Nope. Still close. Don't... Oh! Never mind. Maybe I do want to go through the large lasers that are blocking the path. Because apparently they are not giant lasers that are blocking the path. They're just lights. Would not have guessed that. I must need shoes. Ow. That said, I do like how animated the, like, main character is. Now, is there a okay. Let's say now, is there a platform that comes down? Apparently there is. Hey, there's some shoes. If only I had some health. Hey! 1 health is better than none. Not phenomenal or anything, but 1 health is better than none. I really should recall that those explode, or can explode, and to, like, be careful. Oh, I opened this. Okay. I don't even know where to take this key, though. I'm pretty sure there wasn't anything over here. No. Ah! And now we're back to 1 HP. Hey! I think I can only, like, shoot that when it's, like, lit up, is the idea. I don't know what that does, if anything. No, go back up. Why did you, like, stop and go in reverse? That was weird. Good. Just take all of the damage. Definitely not having issues now because I bought that freaking rapid fire. And now I don't have it. Technically speaking, like, you restart the level. So, like, all the emeralds that I had did come back. Which is nice. So, I mean, technically speaking, you know, I could rebuy the rapid fire and it wouldn't cost me anything extra. It wouldn't cost me anything that it hadn't already cost me, you know. Wow, wow. I just love the idea that robots, like, snarl and growl when they take damage. Like, that's such a weird concept. Oh my gosh, so much damage just went out. go. Yeah, needless to say, this game does not exactly have a lot of iframes. Like, you don't exactly get a lot of iframes. You get like one iframe. Like, the frame immediately after getting hit, you won't take more damage. But that's like it. Gotta remember, I can shoot downwards even when I'm jumping. Like, I can control the lasers even like I can control the direction that the lasers are going even when I'm like in midair. I just keep forgetting that that's a thing. Boom, 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 boom. It's definitely not Zelda's Adventure or whatever levels of, you know, bad iframes. But there really is not a lot in the way of iframes going on there. I was gonna say, where'd the robot go? Like, that was the whole reason I was even shooting to begin with. Also, because the music is also tied to the, like, the game's frames. When the game starts to slow down, the music starts to slow down, which is amazing. Like, it's hilarious. Oh my gosh, why? Got him. Z-Box shoes. Okay. I won't lie, I wish there was a way to, like, save, like, during a level, so that I wouldn't have to, like, go back and redo whole sections. But there is not. Also, I actually don't know where to go from here. Because I don't remember a red, like, key. I don't remember a red door anywhere. I mean, clearly it's somewhere that I have to be able to jump to get to, so I may not have even, like, been able to see it. Oh, it's... Right, I keep forgetting I never came up here. It's probably up here. Yep. In fact, it's right there. Rapid fire! I just got a second pair of Z-Box shoes, which means now I have hops. I have become the Mario. Wah! That's a lot of enemies. There's a lot of enemies and a lot of lasers that they could shoot at me. Glad I went back, sort of, because I've now maxed out my emeralds. Found the Dark Ring of Terror. There we go. We found all 3 power items. Ugh. Oh my gosh, please. 4 pairs of Z-Box shoes. Not sure how that works, but I'm good. I'm okay with it. 4 pairs of Z-Box shoes gave me the mad hops, man. Oh, there it is. There's the last level, actually. I took the sky crystals to the Sea of Wishes and threw them in just as the eagle had directed. Suddenly I felt a surge of adrenaline flow through my body. Afterward, I felt more keenly aware of my surroundings. I seemed to be stronger and quicker now. The crystals must have given me the power I need to escape this world. There it is. Oh, no, wait. I don't think that's the last level. I think there might be one more after this. This is the factory level, though. XARGON's secret factory. So I mean, we're getting close to the end. I think there's a gate key. Boing. Like, I think there's a gate key that I have to get. It's by the rapid fire, since I'm maxed out on emeralds anyway. Might as well. Not like there's anything else to spend them on. Go back. Ah! Oh yeah, those ones take multiple. Those are the eyeball robots that take multiple hits. One-way door cannot be entered. That's unfortunate. Where to go? Which way to go? Santa, Santa! Death! Ooh, don't fall in the acid there. That would not be good. Oh, you frick! Of course I went the wrong freaking way. Ah! You can't make that jump. I see. Go ahead and buy that rapid fire again. This time right at the beginning. Yes, this is where all XARGON's machines are gonna be. This will actually be a chance for me to, like, fight XARGON, though. Cause, like, I never got the ability to do that. Cause I only ever had the shareware version. And yeah, I was gonna take that hit no matter what. So unless I sit here and wait for them to freaking cycle around, I'm gonna freaking take that hit. There's a hidden room somewhere on this level. Registered users will receive a complete listing of all hidden areas. AKA, if you bought this game, you got a little manual that came with it that told you, like, where all the cool stuff was. Aww, there was a rapid fire right over here, too. How lame. Also, I got hit by one of those freaking robots, lasers. Oh, it's a boss. It's not a boss, it's just a new type of enemy. Never mind. Go back. The door opens slowly. Oh. That was actually a secret. To reactor. Oh boy. We have arrived at the reactor. Wow, that guy just legit, like, spawned in. That's interesting. There appears to be more or less an infinite amount of those guys. Because they're just spawning in. Boing. Thanks for that. I mean, I don't know how XARGON thinks that his minions are gonna do their tasks when they're sealed inside of stone. But luckily this is considered a separate level. But like, legitimately, I actually expected us to be nowhere near the end of the game yet. So the very fact that we're like on the last level, like I'm pretty sure we are, like that's awesome to me. Let me grab one extra health unit. Unfortunately, I can't buy any extra rockets. Or, not rockets, rocks. I bought a health unit and I didn't even... Like, I freaking wasted it. Can't buy any extra rocks. Two rocks is the most I can have. But it's fine. Oh my gosh! Look at that sprite lag! And again, that was not only considered acceptable, but like, this was just what you did in video games. Like, it was just, it meant that you had a lot of like enemies and stuff on the screen. And that was just fine. Nowadays, people would freak out about, ooh, the FPS went down. Like, look, I get it, you know. Yes, it's good that we've, like, learned, you know, to do better, right, in game design. But also, we really haven't. Like, the idea is still generally to push the, you know, console, PC, whatever it is, to the max that it can do. Because gotta get them graphics. Oh my goodness! There are so many robots there. Holy crap, dude. And again, maybe it's just, you know, this was the era that I grew up in. These are the graphics I grew up in. But it just boggles my mind that people wouldn't want to play a game entirely because of, like, the graphics. Like, I won't play it. The graphics don't look good enough. Like, what? I won't touch it. It doesn't play at 60 FPS. Also, I have to be careful here, because this is a drop. Like, that is death if I fall down. There's the reactor. Yes, even the reactor roars when it takes damage. Honestly, the best strategy is just to stand here and throw the rocks. Because then when the enemies spawn in, you can, like, you'll hit them. Like, this is legitimately the best spot to stand, right here. Or so it seems. I mean, I'm assuming I'm doing damage. Considering, you know, explosions. Bang! There it goes. Reactor destroyed. You have single-handedly destroyed XARGON's reactor. Your strength and intelligence have brought you through this nightmarish battle as the victor. Ending sequence! Woo! Oh, I'm not playing. The game is playing. Game is playing on its own. It's the sup. We've come upon the mighty XARGON. XARGON speaks. Haversham, you are a mealy-mouthed, yellow-bellied excuse for a man. Just because you destroyed one reactor, you think you have one. Such arrogant stupidity usually gets people killed very quickly. There's XARGON, though. Let me grab a picture of him. And then... I guess I'll throw this into... Clip Studio. And lag the frick out of everything in the process. There he is. There's XARGON. I'm just gonna save. I'm definitely not saving this in my D&D folder at all? Nope. Definitely not saving this picture of Zargon, just in case I want to, you know, have Zargon show up in, like, a D&D campaign. Just because you have won this battle does not mean anything. My strength and power reach further than your tiny mind can imagine. To have an ounce of courage, perhaps we will meet again. My plans for destruction have just begun. Only the first episode of Zargon is available as shareware. To order the entire Zargon trilogy, call Epic Mega Games toll-free at this number. Order now for only $30 plus $4 shipping and handling. Maryland residents add 5% sales tax. Visa and MasterCard accepted. In the UK, call this number. What you will get: 40 huge levels, the official hint book, secret cheat code, a disc of bonus games, and a printed world map. Credits. Oh my gosh, look at that score. That is... wow. That's, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 4,294,533,830. Good grief. Wow. I got a score of 4 billion. I didn't even know that was possible. And so that was Beyond Reality. I have absolutely no idea what the rest of these games look like. I only ever had Beyond Reality, which was the shareware version. So I've never even seen the secret cave or whatever they said it was. This game will play high-quality digital sound through your Sound Blaster. Warning, there is a small chance this will cause problems if you have less than 640K of RAM, or if your total computer is not totally compatible. This game features a Sound Blaster-compatible music soundtrack. Do you want the soundtrack? Zargon, the Secret Chamber. Imagine that! Imagine a time where a game had to have a warning label on it that said that you need 460K of memory to run the game. I don't even think you can get less than a 2 gigabyte RAM now. But think about that. Think about the fact that the game, that computers used to require barely anything compared to today's standards. But that was a huge deal. A huge amount of RAM. This is not shareware. That's not what I'm looking for. Story. The adventure continues. Stunned, you realize that Zargon is right. You've only destroyed one reactor. You have no idea how many he has. Neither you nor your world will be safe until Zargon's other reactors are gone. Looks as though the battle has just begun. Heaving a sigh of determination, you collect your strength, begin to prepare yourself to destroy another hideous reactor. The university's anthropology department did not train you for such tasks. I love that you're just some guy. Like, that's the best part. You're just some guy. You're not even like a hero or anything. You're just some guy. And you got pulled into this world. Well, Phineas continues to find his place. Collect food to earn extra health. Now it has to go through all of the tutorials again because you never know. This could be the first thing you've played. It's him, the eagle. Hey, tell me who you are. What is this place? I am Silvertongue, the eagle. You have been brought here for a purpose. Silvertongue, what is it that you want me to do? Save our world. Find the key of the ancients in that active volcano. Wait, come back! Emeralds are a valuable resource. So yeah, I've never played this at this point. Like, I've played all of the first as a kid, but I never owned any of these other ones. So like, all of this is brand new to me. Arg! Health, please. Need a green key. And I kind of wanted to, like, do a series where I play some of the old games from, like, my childhood. Unfortunately, aside from a couple that I do, like, own, you know, actual, like, copies of, mostly due to GOG.com, I really couldn't find most of the old games. Unfortunately, a lot of the old games are these, where they're the shareware, and then, like, you had to order the full copy. And I just can't find any place that has, like, the full copies out there. I wouldn't even mind, like, paying for them through, like, GOG or something like that. You know, given that I have enough money for it. But, like, who's gonna sell these games, you know? Like, is Epic Games gonna be like, hey, you know XARGON? Let's put that on the Epic Games launcher. I mean, this is one of their games. They really could. They do own the copyright to it. They won't, because it wouldn't make them any money. Unfortunately, the Jill of the Jungle series that they also made, nobody has a full copy of out there. At least not that I could find. The only copy of Jill of the Jungle I could find was... Oh! Only copy of Jill of the Jungle I could find was the shareware only, which is probably fine. So like, Jill of the Jungle was made first, and then XARGON was made. So like, it's the same engine, but like XARGON is just better. Like, the controls are better. I don't think you even have a weapon in Jill of the Jungle. Like, it's a pure platforming experience. Which isn't bad, it's just, if you're looking for something like this, because you enjoyed XARGON, it's perhaps not, like, maybe play the Jill of the Jungle first instead. Like, that's all I'm saying. Collect all of them in order. Oh, there's an order. I picked up the last pool ball, the one that's by the, like, start of the level. I picked that one up already. Can I just... Oh my gosh. This is how I expected it to go. So, is that I? So you have to collect them in order to make the word epic. I think, though, that I always was fond of Jill of the Jungle just because it had a female protagonist. Also, one of the games in Jill of the Jungle is literally called Jill Saves the Prince. So, like, they went hard with the idea of a female protagonist, you know? And I like that. And, like, I think I would play it anyway, even if it's maybe not as good as XARGON, like, control-wise. But I would still, you know, give it a try. This really is more along the lines of what I expected, though. That's probably because I have no knowledge of this game at all. Like, I may not have remembered much of the previous game, but, like, there was probably some level of, like, muscle memory in there. Even if I didn't know that I was using it. Boom! There's the one that explodes. I'm like, one of these explodes. I know that much. Please don't explode on me. I was like, please don't explode. I don't have anywhere that I can go to stand and, like, not get shot. Found a red key. Cool. So now I have E and I have P. So then I is this one. Ow. Freaking snake! But seriously though, I might like have to go back to this stream and like take a few screenshots of some of the enemies. I hit the jump because jump is control, and so I hit space. Because space is usually jump. And even though I've been using, you know, control to jump this entire time, that didn't matter in that moment. Even though I had been using control to jump and space to fire this whole time, that did not matter in that exact moment to my brain. My brain was like, jump is space, right? Bang. Like, if I move my hands off of control and space, my brain immediately thinks spacebar is jump when I put my hands back down. Ow! Ow! Frick you. Frick. Yeah. This is more along the lines of what I expected in the way of difficulty. I mean, this is what, the second level? First level? I think this is the first level. Like, this is what I kind of expected to immediately, like, have to deal with. Was this level of difficulty. I was surprised that the first XARGON was so much easier. And it really was. Like, to be clear, that first, like, entire game was vastly easier. The platforming in this, like, it's the same engine, but the platforming in this is just harder. You know, there's more spikes and monsters and things like that that they're throwing at me here. I keep not making some of these jumps, and that causes damage. But yeah, unfortunately, this is not one that I have purchased. So I don't have, like, all the extra, like, hint book and stuff like that. Now, from what I understand, this game is abandonware. So it should be fine. Because, like, you know, you can own, like, abandonware stuff. Even if you haven't, like, purchased it, you know? Like, that's the whole idea behind abandonware. So the company hasn't done anything with it in, you know, years or more. So So they're not gonna do anything with it, and they're not gonna like sell it and stuff. Then it's free to kind of, you know, do and play and yada yada. As far as I understand it, anyway. Somebody can correct me on that if I happen to be wrong. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Nice! And there's the sea. Cool. Melvinius returns to the safety of the map level. Oh my goodness. That was definitely much harder. Still fun though. To be clear. Like, it was definitely harder, but it's still fun. Enters the massive volcano. So I have to get another 2 power objects, by the way. Oh, good. Am I gonna get a rock? Am I gonna get rocks at some point? I'm not gonna lie though, like, this is the kind of thing that I would love to do in D&D, is a storyline like this. It's like, you are from some other world, and you have found yourself in this situation where you suddenly have to become not just the savior of this world, but the savior, like, something in this world is going to be a threat to your world, and therefore you must save both. Like, I don't mind the isekai genre, where it's like, you know, such and such a person got teleported into another world, and now they have to be the hero of that world. But I don't know that I've ever seen an isekai where, you know, something like this, where, like, them going to that world affects more than that world. You know, just that world. Don't know if that was the correct order to grab those in. I think that was the P. But I'm not entirely sure. That hurt. Why? But why though? Why would I want to go back? I mean, I guess if I miss the gate key, that is an easy way to go back. Also, just gonna say, these spiders kinda really suck without the rock. That is C. Okay, somewhere I missed one of the letters. I think the I somehow. Ugh. Thanks. It's just that these doors are just sending me back. Oof! Oof! Says the spider. Thank you for the health. You now possess the key of the ancients. Whew! I definitely missed something there. But it's fine, I guess. Malvinius explores more of this strange land. Oh no. Little tiny bug. Definitely was gonna kill me. Is there anything I learned from the last one? Even tiny little bug is gonna kill you. Because, like, tiny freaking fish were trying to kill me. Ah! Oh my gosh. More. Well, I mean, at least that guy died in one hit. That made that easy. Invulnerability. I will take it. Ah! Tiny bug! I told you tiny bug wanted to kill me. Pretty sure that's the eye, so I don't want to grab that yet. I haven't found the P yet. Oh! Dead. Worst part is they give them like adorable little noises when they die. I feel bad for killing them, except, oh wait, they're gonna kill you if you don't. In this world, it's kill or be killed. What if I want to do a pacifist run? I bet you totally could. If you did it just right. Like, you could probably get through this game by only killing, like, the reactors and, you know, XARGON. If you did it right. I mean, I know that up there is that. What's that actually down here, though? Forget, I don't need to jump. I can just shoot. Fireballs. If I didn't know that this game came out way before Quest for Glory, I would think that they stole this music. Because this just sounds almost exactly like one of the tracks from the Quest for Glory games. Almost. What? This is it? So this is where the exit is. 2 ways to get off the moving platform. There's the sea. But yeah, I realize this game probably came out long before Quest for Glory. It's just, still, this one track sounds a lot like the Quest for Glory games. Well, the tracks from the Quest for Glory games. Not, like, exact, but dang near exact up till, like, a certain point. It does eventually become a distinctive, like, track of its own type. But, like, until then, it sounds exactly like a track in Quest for Glory, which is amazing. Whew, boy. Yeah. So this is where the difficulty is going to ramp up, clearly. I mean, it makes perfect sense, you know. Even though this could be the first one that you played, like, the chances are slim. But also, like, the whole, you know, being done in shareware thing. Like, the whole, like, being released in, you know, shareware. Like, you can pretty much guarantee that the majority of people are going to start with the first one. And if not, I mean, hey, maybe you like, you know, ramping up the difficulty on yourself. Nothing wrong with that. I know plenty of people do. I don't know that that was a craze back then. You know, I don't think it was, but I know that doesn't stop people from enjoying. You know, it didn't stop people from enjoying difficult games back then. In fact, I think many people would say that they didn't realize that the games were difficult back then. I know I certainly didn't back, you know, way back when. You know, I just thought this was a really cool, fun game. I didn't have any concept that it was particularly, like, you know, more difficult than anything else that I would play back then. That's just the way that games were back then, really. They were hard as balls. And I am perfectly okay with leaving that kind of thing in the past. Like, that was the past, and I'm okay with it being in the past. I don't think games need to be difficult. Like, yes, there can be fun in challenge. But there's also, and I've said this many times, so apologies if you've heard me say this before, but there is a difference between, you know, making something difficult and making something fun and challenging. There is a very large distinction between the two of them. And I just don't feel like enough people realize that there is and even can be a distinction. In fact, I think, based off of how many comments I've gotten about it, that the general consensus is that something cannot be good if it is not difficult. But again, there is a very large distinction between challenging and, like, very difficult. Found the key of the ancients, but Silver-tongued the eagle didn't tell me what to do with it. It seemed more like a key-shaped device rather than the symbol key. It also makes odd sounds at times, but they're so faint I can't be sure. Whatever it is, I must press on. MH. Let's see, we're at almost 3 hours. Okay, well that's progress. Sort of. I mean, that's where I have to go eventually. Cave of the Deadly Expat. Oh boy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? But seriously though, what are these things? I want to know what they actually are called. Mostly because I love them. So, are you the supposed deadly expat? I like that they gave me 5 fireballs and then immediately just threw a bunch of little dudes at me that I had to kill. And I really had no chance to, like, even try to do anything else with the fireballs. Ah! Melvin can't swim. Or whatever the frick his name is. Oh, frick. These things are hard to see, dude. Like, they blend in with the background. The deadly X-Bat. See, Elon Musk would love this. Do you think the game XARGON has anything to do with his obsession with the X? Wait. Elon Musk, X, XARGON. It all makes sense. Elon Musk is XARGON. XARGON has managed to make his way into our world. That means we must be in the bad timeline where freaking Melvin here, like, failed to stop XARGON. What? Oh. Oh my gosh. Those things are so hard to see. Like, I'm not even kidding. Those things are so hard to see. Ah! How did I miss with a fireball? I have 0 fireballs. That's what I wanted to be sure of. These bats, though, are definitely a pain. Frick! Oh, you don't die by falling in there? Oh no! I thought it would die by falling in there. Since I do. But nope. Unfortunately, I just don't have enough emeralds to buy anything. Wait, emeralds? Nah, I'm not gonna do the joke again. I would have made a joke about how it must be maybe I had it wrong, and it's not Elon Musk, but it's Mojang. Because emeralds. But I'm not gonna make the joke again. It was bad enough that I made it the first time. Ow! Frick! I missed? All this for a heart? I lost more health trying to get over there than I gained. I don't actually know where to go at that point. I'm just gonna be honest. I do kind of wish that since the fireballs are limited, like you could switch between instead of being required to, you know, shoot fireball because it's the weapon you have. But, oh well. I mean, clearly this is the way I have to go. Okay. See, I was remembering incorrectly. I was like, I remember going over there, and like, I couldn't go that way. But no, I had gone this way, and I had seen the platform. And had decided not to continue that way, but to go the other way. So, I have indeed figured out where I'm trying to go. I'm not really worried about killing these bats unless they're in my way. And they're legitimately not in the way right there. Meanwhile, they legitimately are in the way right there. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I assume by your question that you've had issues today with other rooms being problematic. Long story. That's perfectly fine. So, I've been fine, I suppose. Though, I will note that I am a girl, actually. That's why I have the female streamer tag. So. Oh boy. No! I'm not going back for it. I don't care. They're on your phone. That's fine. Okay. I think I must have gotten everything from in there because I can't go back in, so. Gate opens. Lately I've been thinking a lot about this place and some of the things that I've seen. I've not seen any sign of the robots for some time now. I feel that they are somehow a part of the overall plan. I've been very cold lately. I've also been feeling a great sense of loneliness in my soul. I miss my family. Yes, this is actually a very old game. Surrounded by strange alien creatures? What? This is actually a game made by Epic Games back in the, like, very early 90s. Maybe even 80s. I'm not entirely sure. Strange alien creatures is definitely right, though. So, same studio that did Fortnite. Again, probably not the same devs at all. It's very easy to assume that all of those, devs are probably either very high up in the company at this point or not working there anymore. Just because it's been like 30 years. But I still like, I still like to be like, yeah, this is the same company that did Fortnite, because it's such a stark difference, from like anything you would see Epic Game. What the heck? That's a monster? No, it's a hazard. Can't actually attack it. But yeah, I don't know. I like to, I like to think about like imagine like this is made by the same the exact devs, and it just suddenly becomes really funny, Again, it's probably not, but it is really funny to think of this game being made by like the same people, the same devs and everything. It's like, I don't know what company made Duke Nukem, but like probably none of the devs that worked on like Duke 1 and 2 even like work on, like they probably had nothing to do with any of the like recent Duke Nukem games. Assuming, like, right? Like there's been like one, right? Right? There's been a Duke Nukem game recently, right? Or am I just freaking like dumb? Oh my lord, what am I supposed to do there? I don't even know. Because I can't kill those. Those are not monsters. Like, those aren't enemies. It'd be really funny though, like, here I am playing XARGON just because, whatever. And then, like, all of a sudden, Like Epic Games is like, you can now play as this guy in Fortnite. I'd be like, what are the chances that that just suddenly happened, you know? It won't, but like, it would be hilarious. Just like, because like I'm playing XARGON now, and then Epic Games is like, oh right, we own that property. You know? Again, probably not gonna happen. I'm not exactly a well-known streamer or anything, so. Whee! But it would be really funny if somehow that happened. Because, I mean, they do own this property. There's nothing technically stopping them from using this character in anything. It's just them choosing not to, you know? Because nobody knows what the frick XARGON is. But like, what the frick are these things, though? Like, seriously. It's so weird, dude. Weird alien creatures, dude. Man. I had to find the key, which I assume is up there. I don't know how to get around these freaking bugs on the rope. Woo! Like, is there a spot on the rope that I can be at that I can't be hit by them, I wonder? Ah! Yo, I don't know at all how to do that. Like, I don't even have the slightest clue where to begin with getting across those ropes. Keep forgetting I can just shoot upwards. I don't have to, like... I'm so used to modern games where you would have to, like, jump and shoot. The idea that you can, like, aim your bullets after you shoot them is so weird. Double laser is nice to have. Like, there's no way I could carry this invincibility all the way over there. It wouldn't last that anywhere near that long. Also, I do have to come up here because that's where the gate key is. And On needs the gate key. Whee! Seriously though. Although if I am to be honest, if I wanted anybody to be in Fortnite from this, it would be XARGON himself. Like, just imagine playing as a freaking floating disembodied head, man. Boy, I kinda wish DOSBox had some save states, though. Not gonna lie. Ah! Really? Even though they don't come down that far, you still can get hit by them. All the way at the bottom. You just gotta do it the first time. Clearly. I don't think I found the pool balls on that level. Like, I'm pretty sure I picked up an E and then found nothing else. There's a P. I swear I hit, like, space is the shoot key. Control is the jump key. And then, as soon as I move my hands off of the keyboard, my brain immediately, like, doesn't care. My brain's like, space is jump! As soon as I put my hands back down on the keyboard. Like, I do not seem to be capable of retaining the information that control is jump. For some reason. As long as I have my hands on the freaking thing, like, I have no problems remembering. You know, on the keyboard, I have no problems remembering. That's a C. So... that's interesting. It really does seem like they want me to go left first. And yet, I found a key on this side. Those are spikes. So there's that. I completely just did not even see the spikes there. See, this game is definitely challenging. You know, if somebody asked me if this game was challenging, I would definitely answer yes. And I'll note that I am having fun. Oh, I grabbed the P. It's fine. I'll probably end up dying in it at some point anyway. Ugh. There's the I. Where the frick is the E? I figured that was gonna happen. Let's try going left first. Ow. The frick you want me to do here? Okay, there's nothing over here. Good. I'm glad. At least that tells me that that is not the correct way to go. So I don't have to worry about trying to do that next time. There's the E. I love it. This is definitely an old game. Freaking leaps of faith that you can't see nothing. Modern game companies wouldn't even think to do that. Of course, modern games probably wouldn't have the flashing background either. Oh wait. Yes, yes they would. Oh, why? These freaking bugs, man. Alright, so there's truly no point in doing that. Like, thing. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I was down here. There's the P. Now we go back for the I. And now we go get the seed. That's over here. Which shouldn't be an issue because we've been over here multiple times now. I say as I'm about to die. Ooh. Got it. Got the epic bonus. Like, quite literally. I spelled out the word epic. In pool balls. Do I, like, go through here? No? Now what do I do? I'm very confused now. I don't actually know where to go. Ah! I see. Yes. That makes sense. Ah, my gosh. Another volcano level. Begins to sweat in the lava pits. That is not a platform. It is better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. I mean, yes. But also there are some things worth, like, you know. At last, Silvertongue, I need your help. Actually, it is we who need your help. I help? Why? XARGON is our enemy and yours. You must destroy him, or we will all perish. Destroy him and you will be returned to your world. The key will empower you. The amulet will guide you. Amulet? What amulet? I don't have an amulet. Wait! Beware of the technology of XARGON. Beware! Well, I'm not getting the epic on this one. Cause ain't no way I'm going back for that. Oh, this sucks. Freaking rock. It's not even any stronger than the laser. It just arcs instead of shooting forward. Knew that was gonna happen. Wow, this level is very not conducive to actually using the rock. I might avoid picking that up then. I mean, at least for now. Maybe the sign was put there because, like, their beta testers were like, the rock sucks. They're like, but it is you who are the fool. Probably not, but that would be really fun. Okay. That would be really funny. But you are the fool, though. Wait. I don't know why I forget that he's there. Like, I love these guys. They have, like, the best freaking design. They're so weird and creepy, and I love it. But also, like, what the frick? Speaking of Jill of the Jungle, though, which I was mentioning earlier because it's made in, like, the same engine, XARGON here doesn't use the transformation aspect very much. At least not so far. But, like, that's half the puzzles in Jill. Is, like, you transform into stuff. It's really, like, honestly, it's a really fun game. And I did try to, like, look and find one, because, like, because, like, I found XARGON. I was like, yes, XARGON! And I was like, oh, wait, what if somebody has Jill? I could play both of them. And then nobody has Jill. They just have XARGON. So hey, if anybody owns the full copy of Jill of the Jungle, let me know. Because I really want to play that. Like, it was so fun. Boy, this level got a lot easier when I got rid of the rock. I'm just saying. Special epic bonus! I'm not sure what is happening in this place. I'm beginning to get quite irritated. Seems I'm being used as a pawn in some sort of battle that I don't fully understand. All I know is that I must destroy the evil XARGON or I will never get to see my home again. So far, Silvertongue has been a great help, so I'll always depend on his wisdom and insight to get me back home. Okay, but what's down here? A gate key! Did I need a gate key? So far I've needed gate keys, but like I've been like ahead by one this whole time. Safety of the map level. Well, I didn't get the amulet. Like, that was the level with the amulet. It's lost in the surreal forest. Right, another... It legitimately is a forest level. Okay. Maybe that's not how you get over there. I just like run and jump from the top of the tree, maybe? Oh, yep. Just run and jump from the top of the tree. Got it. Ugh. Man, the ogres look so weird. Like, they look awesome. But, like, they also just, they look weird. I assume those are ogres, anyway. Ow. Additional inventory. Ah. Buy extra items. Granny mode is off? What does granny mode do? What? What? Hang on, what? What's granny mode? Let's see. When you lose all of your health, you will start at the level again with full health. You have an unlimited number of lives, which is great. Your journey will be filled with many dangers and ugly creatures. The Epic team has placed some shields of invincibility in strategic places. You're given one laser bullet at the beginning of each game. Laser bullets are guided, which means you can control their direction once you fire. To do this, simply press the up arrow or down arrow. Through the course of the game, you collect extra laser bullets. If you're lucky, you may find the rapid fire icon, which is a circle with a red letter R in it. For help, to save the game, press S. Note you may only save the game from the map level. Load a game, pause the game, toggle granny mode, toggle the sound, inventory, buy items, quit game. For the less experienced, if you find the game to be a bit difficult at first, you may use the granny mode option. This will slow the game down so you can have time to think. You'll receive the secret cheat code if you purchase the entire trilogy. Give you full health, all of the keys, and temporary invincibility. Tip, try jumping through some of the walls. Bases in this game are simply awesome. The levels are gigantic. The levels in this game are gigantic. I mean, I suppose they were for the time. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Some areas can't be reached unless you find magical Zebok tennis shoes. These special shoes will help you jump higher. You will encounter the ugly two-legged grunts, giant trolls, enormous spiders, zombie lizards, deadly purple hoppers, robots, flying Zargbots, I don't know what that is, Zargon's ghouls, and many other enemies. Some of the water in this land is very dangerous and are the home of huge slimy eels, the evil bluefish, and more. Watch out for pools of bubbling acid. Avoid spears, spikes, and mechanical mashers. Volume 1 is free. The Epic team hopes you enjoy playing it. Please let us know what you think. Encourage you to give a copy of this game to all of your friends, family, or business associates. So they're trolls, not ogres. I figured that they were trolls. But also, the little dudes are called grunts. That's amazing. I don't know that I've found any zombie lizards, though. I definitely did. I definitely found the purple hoppers. Oh! The Zargbots. Those are probably the little, like, spherical one guys. That, like, shoot you from above. So... have we fought any zombie lizards, though? Zargon's ghouls and many other enemies. So, Granny mode... hang on. Granny mode. Yo, back in my day, we used to lower the FPS just to make the game easier. Oh my gosh, what the frick? I kind of love this, but I hate it at the same time. Because it definitely is slowing down everything, including, like, your inputs. Like, it takes almost a full second between when I hit a button and it actually does something. Yo, that's crazy! Oh, now the game almost feels fast. Yo, back in my day, we used to turn the game sounds off. For no reason at all. I guess. Yo, this legitimately feels like crazy fast now, I'm not gonna lie. Bumblebees. Back in my day, we turned the FPS down just so that we could get through levels. That's crazy that that's what they did. We'll make the game slower and that will make it easier, is their thought. That's insane. Like, that's so wild that that is, like, how they implemented an easier mode. Like, I don't think anybody would do that nowadays with their games. Like, nowadays you would actually just be making the game harder by doing that. Like, that would, the game would just be harder. Also, I do kind of want to know that cheat code. I bet I could find it if I looked online. That said, that is kind of another wild thing about older video games, now that I think about it. Like, the idea of, like, devs putting cheat codes in their games. And then, like, when you buy the game, they give you the cheat code. Like, that's kind of wild to think about. Not gonna lie, this game slows down enough as it is that I almost feel like I just have permanent granny mode on anyway. That's amazing though. Like, it's amazing that there's just a mode called Granny Mode. Like, what? Like, that's amazing that is the name, you know? Just the name. Not even like its purpose, but just the fact that there's a secret here, apparently. Once I landed here, I realized I was standing on like a pixel. And I like could see the pixel I was standing on. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh! There's so much like flat ground that these trolls are ridiculously hard. Normally, the trick to dealing with the trolls would be to, like, get above them and kill them that way. But there is no getting above most of these trolls. Like, I think the actual strategy is to duck like that. I died by the bee. I'm gonna get through this level. Trick to dealing with these trolls that are like at your level is clearly like ducking so that they can't hit you. But at the same time, like, I'm having to also deal with the freaking bees. Like, the bees are almost as problematic, if not more problematic, than the trolls. Ah! Oh, really now? I had been so careful. Oh, frick. Like, just look at how much the game slows down. These freaking bees, though. I don't even care about the, like, the pool balls. Like, I realize I just picked up the C long before either the P or the I. But I really don't care. Oh, that's pain. Oh my gosh. There are so many enemies on this level. Like, freaking A, dude. And there doesn't seem to be any, like, power-ups on this level. Not that I've seen yet, anyway. If there are, I just haven't seen them. But it just, like, it really doesn't seem like there are any. And before somebody comments like, well, you can always buy power-ups. And like, yes. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's like the intended method. You know? P. That was literally the only reason I went back. Because I was like, there's got to be P somewhere. And then I, or C is like below me. Oh my gosh. Now I have to work my way all the way back. With all of those freaking mobs trying to kill me. Okay. It actually looks like I took care of most of the mobs. So that's good. Orange. Carry. So there's a vine over here. And not in the 7-second video style. Does anybody even know what that is? Does anybody even get that reference? Okay. Clearly, that's not how you get over there. Oh my gosh. But like these trolls, though. Don't die! We've made it this far. I need a key! What? That means that this is actually the way I need to go. Is up here. There's the key. Okay. All I can get. You know what? I'll take it. Thank you for the extra hit, game. Oh my gosh. That level was actually really hard. Holy crap. That was fun. This has been fun, man. Like, this was actually fun. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm gonna have to just, like, play another time, though, because it is late. So, like, we'll continue this more on another stream, but oh my goodness, that level was hard. Where's this? Journeys beneath the earth. Oh god, please. An interesting start. Grunts. These guys are called grunts. Think fast! Hey! Zargbots! It's the flying Zargbots. Did open that. Okay. Oh, don't touch the lava though. Ow, that's literally just unlocked some emeralds, I see. I mean, I'm definitely curious about this level, but I do kind of really need to get going because of how late it is. I mean, I did save just before. I think I will go until I, like, die here. I see. So there's that. So many of these could be like clips, honestly. I just don't know how to then, like, turn them into shorts, you know? Think fast. I mean, really, you just want to go down the center, so you don't have to think too fast. That just really did not want to activate. Alright, so this time we're gonna actually go until I die. Hopefully not to the same spikes. But we're gonna go until I die, and then... you know, we'll... do this level next time, clearly! What the heck? Twice now. We'll continue this when I die. Immediately dies. Like we'll stop when I die. Immediately dies. All right. Well, I have been having a lot of fun with this. This is a very fun game. I'm really enjoying it. You know, I did save there right before this episode or before this level, so we can immediately just kind of start up right from here. Shouldn't be a big deal next time. So, if you have enjoyed, feel free to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I mean, you can also subscribe on, you know, Twitch, but if you're on YouTube, check that out. You know, also feel free, twitch.tv/SereneInc. I do stream these live, and you can see my live reactions and everything. And, I don't know, hopefully sometime somebody can help me, like, you know, like, fix the avatar so it actually works. So there's that. But yeah, I'm enjoying XARGON. It's definitely been fun. Definitely more to come. And I'll see you all next time, I suppose. Can't think of anything else to say, so. See you later.